Hello guys, this is Eric from ACS Learning Hub. Welcome back to my channel. Well, let's see who is here with us, okay? Well, 你好 hey Fab, okay, 101代的好啊。OK, 很好 Alright, Fab, OK, 在台湾啊，现在很好 OK, Trinet, nice to see you here again. 在伦敦哦，现在 OK, 好吧，那么 Hubert, hi, Hubert. Flora, Carol, Mika, well, today is a good day. All right. So, hi, CK, 你好. Roger, 你好. Hi, Riano, Alexandra, all right, and Phoebe, yeah, from Philippines, right? Okay, guys, thank you so much. Okay, yes, yesterday, good trade, yeah, that's good. Good to hear that. All right. So hope that everybody is still doing good. Okay, so maintain this momentum. All right. At the same time, also reset your mind for today, and also remember that every day is a new day. So please do not take yesterday profits as a complacency over to today. Okay, right. So let's move into our analysis here. Okay. All right. So let's start with Aussie CAD over here. All right. Aussie CAD, it has tested once on the support here and now moving higher up here. As repeat again, higher support and higher support again. Now we are still moving towards the resistance. All right. So yes, over here we are meeting up with a newly built up resistance now. Okay. So they're about to have some retracement, which happened in this morning. Okay, as we can see, this kind of action, the price action that actually created the resistance in the 10th of February. Okay, 10 or 11th of February. Okay, let me see, 10. Sorry, it's 10th of February. Okay, so it's 10th of February. So as you can see, this action and when the resistance has actually formed up this morning, where the high impact news actually reaches to this point, it stopped here. Okay, it stopped somewhere around this area. So it actually is a kind of a price action that actually will show in the chart, and actually is a way that we can identify where it will go. You see, all right? Okay. Yeah, Roger asked me to slow down. All right. Okay, I shall slow down a little bit. Okay. All right. So over here, what I'm going to do is that over here, this Aussie CAD, by looking at the whole movement, the whole general trend to analyze out right now. Okay, this resistance over here. Okay, as we can see, in this support and all the way up here, support is a sign. It's a sign of buying, correct? So when it's a sign of buying, I shouldn't be selling. Although we met up with a H4, we have a resistance over here. Okay, with this resistance over here, all right, this resistance will actually give us a signal that it has a retracement. All right, so you can grab the retracement before the H4 actually set up with a new support. Okay, so that you will be able to grab some profit, but it's a short-term profit. It's anti the trend. Okay, so please be careful with that. Okay. All right. So tentatively, by looking at Aussie CAD, I will still be looking at buying. Okay, then selling trade. Okay, so this is not really a good one for selling. So buyers can keep a lookout for this Aussie CAD to buy. All right. However, this resistance here, please take note first. Okay, just hang on with this resistance. If it breaks through the resistance and build out a new support, then you start buying. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's move on again. Aussie franc. All right, Aussie franc. All right, Aussie franc over here. Okay, Aussie franc, as we can see, is very obvious that it's actually going to the bull. Retested once and actually still moving. Okay, so it's still in the bull. All right, but in the bull, running through this session, okay, it is still in the hole. Okay, taking a look at this, it has still above the transition area, whereby it is in the bull market. Today we met up with a H4 resistance over here, this area here. Okay, As you can see, there's one resistance here. Okay, correct. Okay, so this resistance over here, it will cause some retracement. Okay, but is it a reversement? I won't say it's a reversement. Okay, yes, indeed. Okay, every resistance you're bound to have a chance to enter for a trade. However, okay, it may not be a long-term trade. So please take note about this. Okay, so Aussie franc over here, I will still looking at a buying signal. I will still be waiting for a buying signal to buy. Okay, so Aussie franc, I won't be doing any selling for today. All right. Okay, so let's move on into Aussie yen. Aussie yen. All right, Aussie yen over here. As you can see over here from the bull, it go higher up, higher support and break through into my bear zone here. All right, into the bear zone here. Okay, to be exact, okay, I will put this higher up a bit, okay, for illustration purpose here. So in the bear, okay, so this one, it hits into the bear zone and come down retesting, but it has not break through the bull, and it started to retrace back and retrace back. It also seems like it's a higher up, am I right? But this cycle has actually gone into the bull, from the bull into the bear, and is now in, it was considered as in the bear situation. All right, in the bear situation, I'll be looking out for a selling. So when it's looking out for a selling over here, all right, so I will be looking out for things like the general trend is already selling. So it will be so much easier for me to gauge, to find my resistance level. As you can see, I put this resistance level yesterday over here, all right? So over here, this is the resistance level where I estimate it can get hit up because of the whole cycle here. So it hits on this cycle and it has a very high chance of coming down as a reversement, okay? However, okay, tentatively, the whole cycle has not been met, and over here, it actually, the price actually met up with the previous resistance that form a trending market downwards. That's for the previous cycle over here. So I would say that now there's a resistance in the bear market. Okay, is it good? Let me repeat, resistance in the bear market. Yes. Okay, if this is a resistance in the bull market, I won't say it is good. Okay, unless this resistance here in the bull market, okay, you can go for a slightly medium term. Okay, then that is good enough. Then I will justify that to short. But however, this is not. This is the different story. This is a bear market. Okay, in the whole general trend, looking here from bear, retrace upward, downwards again, and upwards again, and creating a high here, a lower high here, a lower high here. So it's a very good chance that by looking at this, is her whole thing actually running down on the downward trend. Okay, it's running down on the downward trend. So over here in H4, whenever a resistance that come along in the bear trend, is good to sell. Okay, so it will be good to sell for us. All right, so when will be the right time? When will be the best time for us to sell? Okay, so now let's take a look over here. Like this is a support that we should be paying attention to. All right, and now is another resistance is creating over here. Okay, so it's creating a new resistance. So when it's creating a new resistance, it may create a high here, a lower high here, and maybe a lower high again, correct? So, or it may also create a swing up, a swing to hit and test the resistance without breaking. Then the selling resistance appeared. Okay, then we can start selling over at this price, 82.818. Okay, so this is where I will be looking at to sell later on. Okay, I don't see there's a selling opportunity right now. If you enter a trade to sell, there may be a time whereby it will start to hover around, before it start to come down for a selling. All right, okay, so all right, so let's move on again. So today, Aussie yen, I will put this into my list. Okay, Aussie Kiwi, all right, Aussie Kiwi. So in Aussie Kiwi, let's look at the general trend here. Okay, let's look at the general trend. So Aussie Kiwi over here, this is my bear zone. From the bull, come down, retested once. Okay, now we are moving on to a higher support, a higher support, higher support, higher support, and higher support. Okay, it's still in the higher support situation to push further up to go into the bear zone. So buyers can take a look. Okay, since it has a retrace downwards today, from this morning. Okay, and now it's setting up with a support. So be sure that another new support creating a higher high, a higher support. Okay, then it will be a good chance for you to enter for a buy trade. Okay, all right. So what? I'm sorry, I cannot. I don't know how to pronounce this name. EURJPY. Yeah, probably someone can help me with that. I'm so sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. Okay. All right. Let me answer your question later on. Okay. All right. So for Aussie Kiwi, I will still be looking for a buy. Okay. So tentatively, okay, this buy signal here, waiting for a buy signal since they have tested the support and it's not breaking. So the buyers, you can take note of buying of Aussie Kiwi, but okay, please take note of this resistance level. Okay, the resistance level over here. Okay, sorry, let me bring it down a little bit here. Yeah. Okay, so the resistance level here, no, sorry, it should be here. Okay, should be here. Okay, this resistance level. Okay, so you have about less than 10 pips. So let's wait for it to break it and then a new support above the resistance area, then you buy. Okay. All right. So, oh, I can just call you EURD. EURD. All right. So EURD, your question here is like talking about resistance, huh? Okay, so resistance usually like this. Okay, example, in forex trading, there's always a point of time where it will form a new resistance. Okay, come and test the resistance. Then if it's not breaking, then it will slide down. Okay, so usually such a new resistance, I will not immediately enter for new resistance unless it meets up with some previous resistance. Okay, for this case, okay, for this instance, it is not meeting up any resistance tentatively over here. Okay, so I will still take it as a new resistance. So I will wait for a few hours and retest again, then I will sell. Okay, all right. So currently, okay, for Aussie dollar, let's take a look at Aussie dollar. Okay, let's take a look at Aussie dollar. Okay, so over here, Aussie dollar, we are in the bull, retested once, okay, and coming back again over to the bull. So it's still running on the bull, as we can see, a higher support, tested once, failed, and creating a higher support, moving towards the bull market. So moving towards the bull market, whenever it made up with a previous resistance, now you see this is not a new resistance because when it moves, before it forms a new resistance, okay, it made up with a previous resistance. That is why it start to slide. Okay, that's why it start to slide because it made up with the previous resistance over here. All right, so then there will be a time that it will actually, when I say it's into bull market, it doesn't mean that one straight line will go up all the way. Okay, it will still meet up with some resistance here, like a traffic light, and you have to brake, and you have to stop, and you come down, take a break, take a rest in the rest area. Okay, so that tends to have this way. After the strength from the support has been pushed and used up in this resistance area, they will start to accumulate the strength again to buy. So how do they actually accumulate? They will let the price slide, okay, then at a lower price, then they will find a better support, then they will buy in again. Okay, so just be patient to buy in. All right, so react as a trader in the market, okay, and you will trade forex easily. Okay, so Aussie dollar over here, as you can see, is now looking out for a support which is around this area, this one. Okay, so this is one of the support we can look out for. Okay, as we can see, last 4 hours it has tested this support. Okay, the red and green candle. Okay, this is one of the support. Okay, so it has a new support here. Tested once, it doesn't break, so very likely it may come down to test again and then going for a buy. Alternatively, it will also form a new support here. Okay, become a red and green candle, continue the buy. Okay, all right, so buyer take note. Okay, so Euro Aussie, Euro Aussie. So Euro Aussie, okay, Euro Aussie over here, as we can see, right? It actually come down from the bear and tested once on the support, up. Euro Aussie, okay, Euro Aussie is actually went into this zone, now coming back here, okay, and I would say that over here can it be a bear zone over here? All right, so once tested and gone into the bear zone again and now coming back down here, all right, it can be a bear zone. Okay, so this bear market here now running, okay, with a resistance that form. All right, so over here let's look out for the support and then we look out for a resistance. All right, so over here, since we are looking out for a selling, okay, from the bear, then let's look out for things like the previous support. Because of this support, hit up and when push up and come back to break and start to recover. So this kind of supports that become resistant is because of the big selling off later on. Okay, you see the buyers usually, why is that support to become a resistant? It's because the support show here, and in the general retail market, okay, a lot of retail trader will usually place their pending order basing on the previous support and resistance. So previous support over here, a lot of buyers will start to have a pending order right here to buy. Who knows, it breaks and they are suffering a losses. So retail trader common mistake is to hold a trade. All right, so when they are holding a trade, as you can see, when it started to retrace upwards, and can you see this candle, this big wick above, okay, the upper shadow? This upper shadow is a big selling candle that show the whole selling candle over here. And this candle over here, actually, it's actually giving us a signal whereby, okay, in the market, the previous order, the pending order here, when the price come back to the original price, the entry price here, without any losses or minimum losses, they let go of the price. They let go of the trade. When they let go of the trade, it's a kind of a selling off. So there's a sign of big selling off over here. So now, this part here has become a resistance. Okay, it has become a resistance. So it's a new resistance over here. All right, so let's wait for a new one probably, then we can continue the selling. Okay, so for me, if you are asking me when should I start the selling, okay, it has gone over here. As you can see, the previous support has become the current resistance. So current resistance over here, if I want to sell, I'll be waiting for it to go back to the resistance price, okay, over here about 37 pips. Wow, that's high, and to give us a selling, and that will be good. All right, so this will be a good trade if I'm going to enter at the selling at the a selling trade on the resistance area. Okay, so now this will become my support. This will become my support area by looking at this, has tested once here, and this. Okay, so very likely we are looking at this support here. Okay, so Euro Aussie over here, the support here. Okay, so one here. Okay, and now with this support, am I good to sell right now? I would prefer not to. Okay, I would prefer to wait for a time where it hit on the resistance before I sell. Okay, so Euro Aussie is possible. It's possible to sell when it go back to this selling, and then without breaking, then we will sell. Okay, because Euro Aussie, okay, by looking at Euro Aussie, it has meet up with the resistance here, come back with a selling. I guess it is still good. All right. So over here, with this, okay, Euro Aussie, I will see that 37 pips of waiting time. I think probably on the second half of the day or tomorrow, then we will have a chance to sell. So within this 4-hour session, I don't think there's a chance for us to sell as well. Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm going to skip this. EURCAD. Okay, EURCAD over here. EURCAD in this EURCAD over here, we had tested the bull, and the bull actually went up and now come back and out of the transition. However, it hits on the support and forming up a new support right now, which is a higher support here. So EURCAD, by looking at EURCAD today, we cannot be selling like the previous day, a few days ago or last week, like we can sell so smoothly. All right. So tentatively, by looking at this now, the buying signal is in. Okay, so buying signal is in. So if I'm going to grab another 5 pips over here, I guess there's over here to here, yeah, $1.44535. $1.44535 will be easily for me to collect my TP. Okay, all right, because there's a resistance. I want to get my TP before it hits on the resistance. All right, okay, so let's move on again. Okay, so EURCAD are going for a buy. I'm not going to sell today. All right, okay. Hi CK. Pound Aussie TP. Congratulations. That's good. That's good. Okay. So later we'll take a look at Pound Aussie. Okay. Euro Pound. Okay. Euro Pound over here. And Euro Pound, as we can see, is into the bull. Now it's in the state of retesting the support. Well, retesting the support, like I said a few days ago, retesting on this support, but this Euro Pound is a bit is in the bull, and the retesting over here, it seems to be so near, correct? So I wouldn't want to take the chance. Okay, so now it's getting nearer, but today, by looking at this, from the bull, there's a higher support here, and now creating a slightly higher support after testing the previous support, and it still doesn't seem to break. So buying is highly possible again. All right. Okay, but however, same thing, look out for the resistance level over here. Okay, so look out for the availability of the space that is needed for you to take your TP. For example, if I'm going to enter a trade right now, I have 28 pips before it hits on the resistance. So I would want to take about a 25%. Okay, so let's make it 15. Maybe I take a 13 pips or 10 pips. Okay, for short-term profit for buying before it meets up with the resistance. Okay, all right. Okay, so Euro Pound, I'm going to give you a miss for selling today, so I'm not going to sell today. All right. Okay, so how about Euro Yen? Euro Yen. Let's look at the whole general trend. Bull market is still running. Okay, the bull is still running. So retested into the bull zone, tested up and tested, and now as you can see, the price over here yesterday, today, this morning, it tested the support here, and it's not breaking at all. Can you see the support here? Okay, when we lower down a time frame, I think it's much clearer. Okay, over here, so it get out transition into the bear, creating a support, and go up to the transition. Okay, yesterday, and after that, it didn't get into the transition, so it continued the selling. So as you can see, the support here has become the resistance. So yesterday the resistance here can sell over down here, and until now. Okay, so probably we may want to wait for a little while. Okay, for Euro Yen to show us to give us a green and red candle to sell. Okay, so we do have enough space to sell for about 50 pips. 50 pips. Okay, 50 pips. So very likely, okay, the resistance, okay, as you can see over here, this upper shadow, it had went up to the previous support. Again, the pending order, a lot of people are buying over here, have actually now gone into the losses and come up to back to their entry price, and they are letting go. That means there is a big selling. There's a big letting go of volume, big volume of letting go in the market and waiting to form a new resistance, correct? So let's wait. Okay, let's wait for the next opportunity, the next round of opportunity before we start selling. So Euro Yen, okay, Euro Yen. I'm going to put this into my list. It has a good chance to sell. Okay. All right. So another one will be Euro Kiwi. Euro Kiwi. Euro Kiwi went into our bear zone. Okay. Now coming back to selling. So this is Euro Kiwi is in the bear. I do not know yesterday did you get your Euro Kiwi TP? Okay. Yeah. Then after that today we still in the this situation that we can sell, so that probably for Euro Kiwi we can continue the selling, okay, and grab some profit from there. Okay, so Euro Kiwi, okay, Euro Kiwi over here, we are looking at this point of time where I want to sell. Okay, I want to sell, but how? How should I sell? Where should I sell? Okay, let's look at this point here. Okay, this is the support. Okay, and where's the resistance? By looking at this part here, up and down, has created a support, correct? Okay, so the support over from this support coming down, and then break. So there's a support that become a resistance. Am I right? Support that become a resistance. So as you can see, there's this, let me take a look. Where should I put this? Okay. Okay. Support, break. This is the resistance. All right. So this shall be the resistance. Let's take a look over here in H1. Okay. As you can see, H1, it went down, it retraced upwards, it went up, and it hits on the resistance, and big selling come back, correct? Then now this is a chance. This was the chance. I wouldn't say this was a chance. Okay, so over here, right? Then this is the time where it starts selling already, but we have already missed. Am I right? We have missed it already. So now, since we have already missed it, then let's take a look. Where is the support? All right, let's see where is the support level. Okay, the support level is here, 20 pips. Well, 20 pips of space. Do we still have a chance to sell? Well, now we still have a chance to sell, but where is the entry? Where are we going to sell? All right. So when it retraces upwards, okay, if M5, okay, if M5 retrace upwards and there's a resistance that opens below the white line or the aqua line or below the purple line, okay, A1, okay, so there will be a chance for us to grab a 5 pips. Okay, there will be, this is a 5 pips trading method. Okay, so this one, okay, if there's a resistance that forms, okay, then it's a good chance to enter for a trade as well. All right, but since it dropped so much, we are not going to chase, so let's wait for the next round. Okay, next round of a trigger point will be better. Okay, all right, so Euro Kiwi, okay, will be in my list. Okay, so waiting for it to go on to have a new resistance before we actually start selling. All right, so Euro Dollar. Now Euro Dollar is in the bull, continue and meeting out with the resistance, coming up for support. Okay, now coming up, and yesterday until now we have a resistance right here. Okay, there's a resistance right here. Okay, now since there's a resistance over here, yep, let me draw it properly. The previous support, again, pending order, breakthrough. Okay, it breaks through the pending order, comes back, there's a selling off from the pending order, and now selling off. Oh, then they still try to break the resistance. So this is the new resistance. So either way, okay, you can wait for a new resistance, then the price to retrace upwards, hits on the resistance, then we start selling. Okay, so over here, it has shown us that the retracement ended over here, and then aqua is very near to cut the white line, to cut below the white line. So in this case, Euro Dollar, we may need a lot of patience to wait for it to cut below and form a new resistance. This is another lower resistance, cut below with a new resistance, then we sell. Okay, then we sell. All right. So euro dollar, in terms of this euro dollar, okay, it's a retesting. I would say we are in the stage of retesting the support again. All right. So tentatively, we are still quite safe to sell. Okay. So if there's no building up of a support, then I think it's still good. Okay. So euro dollar, I will put this into my list. Okay, euro dollar. Okay, guys, excuse myself for about 30 seconds. Let me have a sip. Okay, still recuperating on my vocal, so I hope you don't mind. Okay, all right. So over here, okay. Then let's see. Pound Aussie. Let's take a look at Pound Aussie. Okay. Pound Aussie. Okay, so Pound Aussie over here, as we are still moving towards the bull, okay, we are still moving towards, okay, you see, the bull is still running up very nicely, correct? And by hitting on the resistance here, we are out of the transition. This is the transition area, correct? So transition area over here, we are now below the transition area. So will there be a chance to sell? Yes, we do have a chance to sell, but to sell off this, okay, this is actually anti-trend trading. Okay, it's anti-trend trading. Anti-trend trading is you can do it. Okay, then again is that you must take short-term profit. Okay, so that you will not be affected by any point of time where H1 is started to form a new support, okay, and it may cause a SL. All right. Okay, like this over here, CK just now was saying that he TP the Pound Aussie. So let's take a look how he actually take a profit. So he over here, by looking at this, I believe in this trend here. Okay, by looking at this trend, is actually we are on the retesting. Okay, sorry, it's not retesting, the retracement. Okay, in the bull market. So in the retracement in the bull market, since we are out of the transition, he actually captured the opportunity whereby the previous resistance over here, and this resistance is the previous support of the whole transition, correct? Support, and become a resistance. Tested once, it's not breaking. Tested the second time, it's not breaking. And from here, he grabbed. Okay, so CK, how many pips did you grab? May I know? Would you like to share with the rest? Okay, so this is a kind of concept with a red dot, a V shape, the common understanding of the previous support, that is a transition support, and it's not breaking into a transition, not breaking the resistance here, okay, and it start to slide. When it start to slide, forming a resistance, and look out for the entry point, like in M5, we are using M5 to give us a sign for the strength, okay, then we enter in the M1, okay. So yeah, that's one of the time that we are entering for our trade to grab a 10 pips like CK. All right, congratulations CK. Well, that's good. Okay, so over here, let's move today. So Pound Aussie is an anti-trend trading over here, whereby the last hour here tested once and now coming back to retest a support in the anti-trend trading. I would say that probably not now anymore. Okay, not now anymore. So I will just give this all Pound Aussie a missed. Okay, all right. So okay, so let's move on. Pound CAD. Pound CAD is very obvious. We are in the bull running up. Okay, we have higher support, and now moving towards the resistance once again. So moving up to the resistance once again, is it a chance for us to start buying? Yeah, I would say over here, indeed is a sign. Indeed, it is a sign of buying. Okay, it is a sign of buying. So over here, when you see it's a sign of buying, okay, you can buy. You can buy. Okay, but then again, is that when you buy, all right, when you buy, your resistance is very near. Your resistance is so near. So when the resistance is so near, I will advise that it will be good for you, all right, to wait for number one. Let's see the number of pips. We have 20 pips to go. So either way, okay, over this side here, okay, I would say it's very near already. It's not there. Sorry, it's not there. It should be here. Okay, it should be here. So it's already very near. So buyers, if you want to sell, might as well you just break the resistance, come back, retest the resistance to form a support, then you buy. That will be a better way for buyers. Okay, pound CAD. Okay, so that will be for buying. So no for selling. All right. So pound franc. Let's look at pound franc. Pound franc, we are on the buying mode into the bullish markets very soon. That's the one's higher support moving towards. As you can see, the whole trend is buying up. Correct? It's buying up. So let's look at where's the resistance level again. The resistance level is over here. So we are left with not much space. So you shall work the same for pound franc, just like pound CAD. Okay. All right. So buyer can take a look. Okay. No for selling. All right. All right, so how about pound yen? Pound yen. All right, pound yen has been struggling after one round of selling and going back another round of selling. That is November last year. Okay, we managed to capture. All right, so it runs about 700 over pips. Then now retrace back another 700, and now coming back over the 300 over, and now it went back again. So will this continue the bear run? Right? So it depends, because it is actually in this zone, whereby this zone, okay, it is I would say that it doesn't mean that it's no good, okay, but it's just that this zone, it has a lot of turbulence. Okay, I've been repeating this zone so many times that I think you are sick of it. All right, so I will just say that in this zone, I will choose not to do any selling or buying. I won't trade. Okay, so over here, unless okay, you get out of the zone, this zone here, and the next thing is that we have to look at where is the transition zone again. All right, so the transition, my blue color box here is my transition. So in this transition over here, all right, I'm still looking out for the transition. I cannot see any the transition yet. Okay, so tentatively, if it's still staying in there, then I will not do any trading. Okay, just probably pound yen have to wait for the second half of the day when it started to get out of this zone. Okay, so then we can decide whether is it a time for us to sell. Okay, all right. So I would say tentatively it should be here. Can you see the support here? Okay, support. So this is one of the support area. Okay, and the resistance. Let's take a look at resistance. Okay, resistance up here. The resistance tested, false breakout over here. Another one. Okay, so I would say the next resistance to go, I would say probably it should be looking out for this area, whereby okay, the previous resistance now have breakthrough to form a support. Now breakthrough again. Now people are selling off. Okay, so this may be the resistance area. Okay, so from here to here is also 25 pips, but this is highly possible. This resistance is highly possible. Okay, for this part here. So I will be, if I want to sell in this zone. Okay, so in this zone it can be a buy. So now it can be a buy. So when it touches that, it can be a sell, but short-term profit for pound yen also. Okay, so do not go for any long-term. All right, so let's go for pound kiwi. Okay, pound kiwi. So pound kiwi, okay, I'm looking out for a time whereby selling. Okay, so tentatively by looking at this is in the bull running upwards. Okay, forming another higher support here. Okay, so now let's see. We are now still below the resistance area. still able to sell for pound kiwi. Okay, and over here right now, this there's a support here. Can you see a support here? Support tested once and now tested here out of the transition and now coming back here. So can this be the support that actually become the resistance? I would say I won't take this into consideration. Okay, so right now it's forming a new resistance. Okay, so now this is a new resistance. Now this new resistance over here, okay, by looking at this new resistance, we should have a here, take a look. All right, over here. So this new resistance, as you can see, now is still falling. The new resistance formed below the transition. So now is there's a chance to sell? Yeah, I would say, well, there's a chance to sell. Okay, let's look at the support. Okay, is it very near? Let's see, the support area is here. Okay, we have about 23 pips to go. All right, so pound kiwi, yes, we do have a chance to sell for. We still have 23 pips to go. The selling, okay, like you say, like I say over here, when the market is in the bearish run, it run this way, support up. The resistance is below the aqua line, and over here, okay, this will be a part where I'm going to sell. Okay, so as you can see in M1 red dot, okay, resistance form, yeah, this is where you can enter for a trade. Okay, all right, so this part here is a continuous, this kind of entry is a continuous entry. Okay, so it will start to it will need a little bit more time, okay, but you still have a chance to sell down. Okay, continuous entry, usually I take a 5, okay, scalp a 5 to keep my profit, and that will be better. Okay, all right, so I will still put pound kiwi into my list because I still see that pound kiwi we still have a chance to sell. Okay, later on of the day we also have a chance to sell. Okay, pound dollar straightforward from the bull, higher support towards the resistance, still in the bull. So pound dollar very clear cut is in the bull run. So same thing for buyers. If you want to buy, break the resistance first and form a new support, then you start buying. Okay, so that's for pound dollar. How about dollar CAD? Dollar CAD is into the zone, the bear zone now. Okay, so now moving again. Now got the resistance. After resistance, in the bear meeting out with resistance, it fall 100 pips and another round 100 pips. So now it's actually going for a retracement. So waiting for it to meet up with the resistance level, like wow, that's high. Okay, so tentatively, I will want to wait for a new resistance before I take action. Okay, so in this resistance, it is a big space. Can I buy? Well, you can, of course. Okay, but wait for the like this, red and green. Okay, so the entry signal is here so that you can enter for a trade. Okay, so apart from that, if it's starting to form a new resistance in the next second half of the day, then I will enter a selling. Okay, so dollar CAD, there's a good chance that it will continue the selling. As I can see over here, there's a resistance. Can you see so many times the resistance have been resisted, finally break and end over here, and now come back, support. The resistance has become the support, retested once and go up. So coming down here, the support, a lot of pending order is here again. I will draw this carefully for you. You can see it's very clear. Okay, pending order here, in the end it breaks. Now coming back here, as you can see, it tried to go back, but there may be some institutional selling and come back here. So you can see very obvious, pending order, they are holding your losses and let go of their losses. Okay, and then now it formed a new resistance. Now this is called the forming of the new resistance. All right, so dollar CAD, will there be a chance? Dollar CAD there will be a chance if dollar CAD can form a new resistance in this level. Okay, then we will have a chance. Okay, So dollar CAD, I will just punch in, okay, and for monitoring, okay, there will be a good chance for us. How about dollar franc? Dollar franc over here. Dollar franc, I would say that the dollar franc is just stay away. Okay, since we have so many, because it's still in the unknown, I cannot tell. It looks like, hey, Eric, you see, it's actually in the bullish market. Yeah, it looks like in the bullish market. However, over here, can you see one try, second try, third try, and it's still coming down here. So this is still unknown. All right, to me, it's still unknown. Okay, so it is not very clear for me to enter a trade. So dollar franc, I will just give it a miss. Okay, so how about dollar yen? Dollar yen. Well, dollar yen, it hits for the past few days, it hits into the bear zone, and I say it's in the transition. So finally, it's out of the transition now. Okay, that's good. So looking at this, I would say let's wait for the next 4 hours and this next second half if the day, if there's a green and red candle below the transition, which the support now come in and now going back, the pending order are selling off now. Pending order are selling off. As you can see, support has become the resistance. So a lot of holding of trades, they have actually selling off now. So this is where it starts to have a big selling off. So by having a big selling off will cause the market to form a new resistance. Then the next resistance will come in again. Yes, we can sell. Okay, so dollar yen is something that we can pay attention to. All right, so probably it's because of the FOMC meetings. All right, so yep, it can be. So dollar may still remains as it is, probably a good selling for us. Okay, all right, last but not least, Bitcoin. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Yesterday hovering for quite a while. Okay, so this is still really very there with this. Okay, so still hovering at this price of 44.5. So 44.5 over here, right, is a kind of it's a resistance. You see, it built out a new resistance. Now it meets the previous resistance again. It built a new resistance. It meets previous resistance, so there will be a chance for sliding off. Okay, so the support is here, all right. Okay, support is here. So over here, maybe you got a chance, all right, unless it breaks the resistance and continue the buy. Okay, after it breaks the resistance, retest again, then we buy. Okay, all right. So that's all for today. Yeah, just nice. And looks like I'm getting longer and longer each time. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look. We are going to focus in Aussie yen, all right, Euro yen, Euro Kiwi, Euro dollar, Pound Kiwi, dollar CAD, and also dollar yen. All right. Okay. Then again is that over here, quickly get into the mood of trading. All right. So guys, wish you good luck and bountiful profit. Share your profit if you got your. Share your joy with me. Okay. Then if you got your profit. Okay. Right. Okay. Then hope to see you again tomorrow. Okay. So shall wish you good luck in your trading, and also remember to click on the like button. Give me more like. All right. Subscribe if you are new. Stay subscribed if you have already subscribed, and also ring up the bell. All right. Thank you so much, guys. This is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. I shall see you again tomorrow. Right. See you.